recording. Okay. Should be good now. Alrighty. Y'all tune into the stream. If you so please. Do y'all see it? Juicy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wasn't giving me the sound that you guys were tuning in. Alright. So, welcome to staff class, everybody. I'm just going to make a quick note to make sure I'm recording. I am. Perfect. Okay. So, setting names. So, when you're setting somebody's name, make sure you're double checking that you aren't adding a bunch of extra things to it, like spaces or periods. If you end up adding things by mistake, fix it. So, please just be careful. Don't put periods or spaces when you're attempting to set somebody's name, for those of you who can, which I think is just Escanor at this point. Admin chat. Make sure you're paying attention to admin chat. Recruit calls, requests for help, anything and everything pertaining to staff-related duties is important to pay attention. Communication is key. So it's just don't actively ignore things that are going on in admin chat. It's there for a reason, for us to communicate with each other. So if a recruit gets on the server, don't ignore it. So you think another staff member can take care of it because you don't feel like it. It's part of your duties as staff. GM input. As a staff member, you are a decision maker when it comes to whether or not you should host sits. Members of the GM team are not staff trained, and though they are more often than not mean well, they always don't get it right. So let's say Gunhawk, who's a member of the GM team, says to pull this guy for RDM. Shouldn't do it. You need to spectate and make sure that it's happening. If he has a clip of something like, let's say, extreme, like the dude screamed the hard R, make sure he's got a clip of it, and then you can take care of it from there. But if there's no evidence and you're just going based off his word, it's probably not best. Tickets, and then you should be claiming tickets throughout the week. Waiting until the last day and barely meeting quota after logging 40 hours isn't acceptable. Contribute to the team. You can't scrape by forever doing the bare minimum. So just try your best. I know it's kind of hard with some people taking a lot of tickets, but y'all just gotta try your best, find ways to take the tickets as best as possible. So we'll be moving on to the Kahoot. So if y'all can navigate over to Kahoot.
I'm just putting in my time right now.
Alrighty. The game pin is going to be on screen. It is 426-3107. Again, the game pin is 426-3107. Should just be waiting on Juicy. Alrighty. When should you be claiming tickets? Last day of the week, consistently throughout the week. Only one day, or don't claim them. Yes, consistently throughout the week. Try your best to be claiming tickets throughout the week, so you're not having to panic towards the last couple days. A GM team member says in admin chat to pull a 101st for RDM. What do? Pull the 101st for RDM. Don't pull the 101st for RDM. Spectate the 101st after getting the report to make sure it's true. Yep. So, I mean, asking for a GM member's certainty if it actually happened, you're kind of just going based off word. You kind of need evidence to punish somebody. So, if you have the evidence by spectating them, that's why you're going to spectate them after you've gotten the report of what happened, unless it's something extreme. The head admin says there's a recruit on. What do you do? Take no action. Why are people saying wreck in chat? Ignore it and hope another staff member takes it. Tell another staff member to take care of it, or spectate and make sure no one is with them, and then TP and train them.
I picked the wrong one.
It's alrighty. Sometimes when I used to do these, I used to click it fast.
I
So
accidentally picked the yellow one.
you're gonna spectate and make sure no one is with them, and then TP to them and train them. Spectating them, just make sure we don't have like 3 staff members and the same guy. It's just always better to make sure no one's with them at first, and then go to them. Usually you'll call it out in chat. A trial mod is asking for help because he pulled someone for racism. What do you do? Respond and help and handle the ban if you can. Ignore it and hope another staff member deals with it. Respond to help, ask for a clip, handle the ban if you can, if it's true, or return the player until you witness it yourself. So it's going to be respond to help, ask for a clip. That's the important part, because you're not, because let's say you're a higher rank of staff, right? You want to make sure you have the evidence that someone like probably screamed the N-word or something. If you don't have that evidence, you should not move forward with that ban if you are able to help that staff member. Evidence is always key in these situations because trial mods can say anything. Be like, oh, yeah, this guy said the N-word, and what is the higher member staff just going to take their word for it? Always need to make sure there's evidence. True or false? Staff duties come over roleplay. Yes, your staff duties will always come over your roleplay. So if you're in any roleplay situation, you need to end it. Which is the correct name change? So make sure you read it carefully. Yep. So it wouldn't be that red one because it has a period at the end. That's why you got to make sure you're checking and being careful. This one was a kind of test to see if y'all are checking names when you're inputting them in for name changes. So this one has no spaces or anything. This one would be the correct one.
I mean, I don't even do the pairs anyway, so
Yeah.
my name should be good. I don't care about that one too much.
What is the correct ban length for attempted mass RDM plus homophobia? So attempted mass RDM plus homophobia, what would be the ban length? So it would be a permaban. For the person who got that wrong, if you look over in the punishment guidelines, it says right here, two or more overlapping rules broken results in an automatic permaban by default. So mass RDM and racism, sexism, that's 2 purples overlapping. So that would result in a permaban. So just keep that in mind if you were ever. This is a situation I had to deal with like 2 days ago, so just keep that in mind. Someone is RDM'd for the 4th time in 15 minutes. What is the correct punishment? System warn, jail for 15 minutes, 1 to 2 day ban, or 1 week ban? So it would be a 1 week ban that would now constitute as mass RDM. It would no longer be just regular RDM because it's within that 15-minute time span. So make sure you would then move over to mass RDM for the punishment, and that would result in a 1 week ban. Someone screams the F slur during an event. What do you do? Ignore it and pretend it didn't happen. Clip it, ban them for 2 weeks. Tell another staff member to handle it, or permaban them. So you clip it and you get them banned for 2 weeks. Racism / homophobia is a 2 week ban. It is not a perma ban. So keep that in mind. Last question. What is doxing? Threatening to gather someone's personal info, someone revealing someone else's personal info, threatening to swat somebody, or threatening to take down the server. So it's going to be someone revealing someone else's personal info. Threatening to release someone's personal info is not doxing. And threatening to take down the server, that would be DDoS threats. So make sure we're telling the difference between that. This is a situation I ran into 2 days ago. Someone threatened to gather my personal info and to swap me. So something I even had a little bit of trouble with, so it's okay. Something you rarely come across, but it's someone actually revealing someone else's personal info. That would be doxing. I try to base my last 3 questions off the stuff that happened to me during the week. Stuff I even struggle with, so. No, that was a little bit of a harder class for y'all. Wanted to kind of test some of your knowledge on the punishment guidelines and stuff. So do you guys have any questions about the material that was covered?
Nope.
No. Alright, so if we're all good, and AFIL doesn't have anything for you guys,
Hmm.
you guys
No,
are
I
good to
don't
go.
have anything. We're
Okay.
good to go then.
So then y'all are good to go. Still try to.
Sounds good.
Who is Who's currently at quota?
Uh,
Filled, if you could reveal
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna do that.
I'm nowhere near it, dude.
Escanor, you're over quota. Good work. Obviously, you're over quota. Cardboard. QC, you are under quota, but
Okay.
you still got a decent amount to get you over halfway.
Yeah.
Then
That's good. You're over.
I'll definitely get quota. I'll for sure get quota.
I'm gonna ask for some this event.
Morris.
Definitely under.
I don't think you have a single one this week.
Yeah, if we're at quota, then so Escanor, myself, let's probably just try to calm down so other members of the staff team can get quota.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is a
believe you have
courtesy to
any.
them. Yeah, let's
Sounds good.
Alrighty, so then you guys are free to go. You know where you stand with your quota. Try to get your quotas up if you don't have it already. Good job, Escanor, for meeting quota.